Hi there, Leo. So this is for Leo, any placement. This is called the unexpected. This is something that is coming in within the next 2 weeks to a month. However, time is malleable. It's going to apply to any Leo placement in your astrological chart. If you'd like to see that information, please feel free to check out what I have in the description box down below. Let's go ahead and talk about your meditation. I didn't even really meditate. It was weird. I have Flightless Bird, American Mouth, which was a pretty popular song from like Twilight. In my head, and it keeps playing over and over again. The moment I got into your energy, I had taken a quick break between readings, and I sat there and I was like, okay, so Leo energy, and I had that in my head. I saw the peacock too. So I feel like that peacocks resonate, and then I saw the number 33. I was just like a whole bunch of random images and like that song blaring in the back of my mind. It was really weird. But they told me to go ahead and start the reading. So this is the unexpected for Leo. Thank y'all so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. I really appreciate it. I'm almost at 700, and I kind of, used to think this would never happen, but it's happening. And I'm really grateful for it. And I'm grateful for you letting me, allowing me to channel for you. Let's go ahead and get into this though for my Leos. Now, mind you, this could be in regards to people external to you. It could also be changes within you. The Taurus reading was really interesting. You might want to check out Taurus. Let's go ahead and... Okay. Wow. Okay. We have the Mystic on the bottom. Anyways, then we have the Maiden and the Bridge. Wow. So if you know the song Flightless Bird, American Mouth, you know why like those energies totally resonate with that. So I feel like what's unexpected is energies where you're going to be able to, some of y'all, it's like be extremely gentle with yourself. Oh my gosh, go check out the Cancer reading, especially if you have Cancer in your chart. Pink and yellow is screaming through that reading, and look at this card. There's a lot about self-love that Cancer needed to give themselves grace. Now for you, Leo, I feel like what's unexpected is that there's going to be a branch of understanding. It's almost like an olive branch. It's done energetically. Could possibly be an apology though, as well, whether it's from you or to another person. If it's from you, it's the opportunity to apologize. And if it's for you, not from you, then it's someone coming forward to apologize. I feel like it's bridging the gap between, those TikToks where someone, like people that do makeup and stuff like that are makeup artists, will sit there and they'll say the difference between good and evil. It's like, I feel like that someone in your energy has learned the difference, like learned their triggers and have mastered their triggers enough to be a better person now than they were in the past, especially when it came to their anger and their vices, as well as what I'm hearing. I also feel like what's unexpected in the energy that's coming in is that it's the time for you. The time for you. That's what they keep saying. It's the time for you. The time for you to no longer worry about scores being settled or justice being done or karma being done in your life. It's kind of like energy that's just going to automatically happen on its own, especially around the full moon. I think today is a full moon, but pay attention to the full moon cycles in the last 12 months. See what happened around the full moon and what got brought to light. Some of y'all didn't know that you were very strong manifestors at the time, and things kept getting brought to light every full moon because you're asking for clarity. You might work with moon goddesses or the moon cycles overall. The harvest moon, any blue moon in the last 3 years. Pay attention to what happened to your life around the blue moons within the last 3 years, especially if you are a Leo moon rising or a Venus or Mars is what they're saying. Okay, it could be any placement though, but I might really stick out for those placements. But let's go ahead and keep going. Now, I feel like what's unexpected is that there is this time of nourishment and nurturing that is going to come in for you. That some of y'all, it's like, especially for like the single Leos, I feel like that you're finally realizing what, like full self-acceptance is. Like the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's agape love for oneself, right? My right ear just rang. Ooh, okay, let's go ahead and get more into this, though. So let's start with the Mystic Mondays Tarot. That is the wild, unknown archetype oracle I use. I also feel like that for some of y'all, your intuition is going to start peaking up a hell of a lot more during the moon phases. You might notice that if you haven't noticed that already. Y'all are extremely affected by solar flares as well. If you're not aware of that, you will be now. Please look up what solar flares are if you don't know what they are. There's some going on around, I think, Halloween. Was it Halloween or Thanksgiving? I think it was Halloween. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this stuff for my Leos. It's just like a whole bunch of information that's being dropped to me. You know, for some reason, I mean, my Jupiter's in Leo in the 3rd house, so communication, right? But for y'all, sometimes your readings are shorter than the rest of them. It has nothing to, it's just the messages that come out. But it's like blocks of information being delivered over and over and over again. Okay. Unexpected for my Leos. Justice. The Empress. The Sun. Wow. The Hanged Woman. I'm going to mention these signs. You might have them in your chart. Might be dealing with someone that has them in their chart. That's 4 major arcana, Leo. Holy shit. Libra, Taurus, Leo, and Pisces energy. Saying for me to do one more. And the 2 of Cups. Okay. 6 of Wands on the bottom. Let's go ahead and we're going to keep pulling real quick. Y'all, this is like an eerie ass energy. I feel like that some of y'all are sitting here on this energy and it's like we're used to with yourself, you've grown to be comfortable with, but it's like the energies that some of y'all you've been dealing with for like the last 3 or 4 months. It's like you don't necessarily know where you stand with other people. That's what you've been looking for clarity on. Some of y'all was driving yourself crazy and you finally released it, or you're about to, and that's why this is happening. Okay. So, Justice. This is the Fairy Tale Tarot. The Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Empress. The 5 of Cups. The Sun. The Knight of Swords. Aquarian energy. The Hanged Woman. The King of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and the Death card. Holy crap. Okay, so with the Devil on the bottom, Capricorn energy. So let's go ahead. I got cracked my back, sorry y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this though. So what's unexpected is that here's the thing, Leo. You finally took your hand off the trigger or off of the pot or off the stove, whichever analogy or metaphor you would like, okay? You finally did it. And because you finally sat there and it's like, first of all, y'all were trying to figure out clarity with too many different situations, or like you were dealing with too many situations in the past, like letting them rule your mind, like a 10th of my day I focus on this, a 10th of my day I focus on that. They're saying too many swords in the fire or pokes in the fire. That's what they're telling me. Anyways, and you finally took your hand off the wheel. And because you finally took your hand off the wheel, things are finally able to balance out on their own. It's kind of like you take your hand out of the fire and it stops hurting. It's like you're only hurting yourself by focusing and doing the things that you were doing in the past when it came to several situations, but this situation in particular where the apology is coming through, okay? I feel like because of that, you've noticed too. You notice that what's unexpected is that you're going to have physical, it's going to be brought to your physical awareness, as in it's not just going to be in your head. You're going to see it out into the physical world, that when I don't fuck with shit gets done. I'm talking about clarity on situations, getting to the truth of situations. Let's say people wronged you. You always wanted to know why or what they were doing and stuff like that. I don't feel like you're necessarily trying to be vindictive, but it's like, why? And then you started working on yourself. You let loose the reins. And so now here we are. What's unexpected is that you don't have to sit here and force things to work. You don't have to. For things to get done, y'all might have an interesting earth placement, or you might be a Virgo cusper. But it's like, you took your hands off the wheel And yes, Jesus was there to take the wheel. Anyways, now what's unexpected is that, here's the thing, is that sometimes when you sit there and you take your hand off the wheel, it's like this whole goal of the energy of you holding on to the wheel was actually you still feeling the need to control things that were outside of yourself, and you may not have been aware of it at the time. I also feel like that what's unexpected, I need one for the Hanged Woman, please. For the Hanged Woman. This is a lot of cards, but we're good to go. The Hanged Woman. The Emperor. Exactly. Exactly. It's kind of like by sitting in your own right as that Empress energy, I feel like that you might be drawing in partners, whether they're love or not, like romantic love or not. It's drawing in partners that are able to, it's like they've got control of their ego is what I'm being told to say. What's unexpected is also that when it comes to, I feel like y'all are going to realize that the battle that you were putting in by sticking so many spokes or whatever the hell it is in the fire, by putting your energy too much into situations to try to figure it out, even if you were feminine, you were way too much in your masculine. If you were masculine, you were barely in your feminine at all. You realize that it possibly could have been affecting your finances or your workspace by like letting go of the wheel and letting go of the need to know, the need to figure everything out on your own is what I'm feeling. You're going to realize that there's going to be an upheaval in all the right ways when it comes to your workspace. I also feel like what's unexpected is that for some of you, I don't know why the hell I get this. I must have someone that watches Game of Thrones. What is dead may never die. Anyways, Greyjoy's quote, whatever. Anyways, but what I'm feeling is what is unexpected is that for some of you, I don't feel like it's a setting any of the death card. Telling me to switch decks. What's the death card about? I had a feeling it's going to be short and sweet. I also feel like what's unexpected is not just clarity. It's not just clarity. It's kind of like by taking your hands off the wheel, it's kind of like this energy of, look up Flightless Bird, American Mouth, because that song is so, think of the energy of that song is what they're telling me. That song is so airy and so loose and so relaxed and just, it's kind of like peaceful in a way. Only when in peace you can receive is what they're telling me. So for some of y'all, it's like, by putting your hand on the wheel, it was causing more conflict within you than for those around you. And because of that and letting go of the wheel, and I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but it is what it is, man. I can't control what comes out of my mouth, dude. I'm a channeler. And it's plain as day. It's like what's unexpected is that things are going to happen with or without you doing anything. But the best thing to do is to pull your energy back to you and allow things to come as they come what may. Death card, please. Three of Swords. The Knight of Swords. The Page of Swords. I have the End of Heartache by Killswitch Engage in my head. So, for some of y'all, and the Queen of Pentacles try to pop out. So, for some of y'all, like, let's say someone sat there and there was a situation in your life that you kept chasing down the answer to. Why did it have to go down that way? Why did it happen that way? Why did it happen that way is what I'm hearing. And it's like you've been chasing down the answers. Some of y'all, it's like you did meditation, you did therapy, you prayed, you just wanted the answers. Why did it have to go down that way? And so the moment that you sat there and you just let it, and yeah, took a pause, the moment that you let it be is when clarity comes. I mean, the Hermit. What's unexpected for especially my single Leos is that I feel like that it could have been with the situation again that you were romantic with another person and it kept confusing the crap out of you, and you kept on going in circles why it went the way that it did. You finally released it, and because you released it, it's bringing closure and peace and sweet release. Some of y'all are gonna, I'm feeling what's unexpected is the turnaround of people in your life. I don't feel like that Two of Cups is someone old that you used to deal with that's coming back again. I don't feel like it's that. I feel like that it's a new partner, especially since you have a new sense of self. I feel like that Two of Cups is you connected to you connected to your higher self, you being connected again. What is this? I'm just curious. You being connected again. The Devil, the Magician, and the Lovers. Exactly. No longer restricted. You're connected to you again. You're not worried about Tom, Dick, and Harry. You're not worried about Sally. You're not worried about when Harry met Sally. You're not worried about any of that at all. It's like it happened. It happened. I can't do anything about it. Oh my God. Sorry, they gave me a Lion King reference earlier, but here's the thing is that half the time I do Leo readings, I get Lion King references, and it's just... Anyways, I always have like a 5-year-old guide. Anyways, but you know in Mufasa, you know in the Lion King when Simba was trying to fight so hard when he was a cub to try to figure out why things happened the way they did, and he had to learn from Timon and Pumbaa, Hakuna Matata. You know what I mean? What a wonderful phrase, Hakuna Matata. It means no worries for the rest of your days. Do you see what I mean? It's like you finally have no more worries for the rest of your days when it comes to the situation. You released it. Time went on. Simba grew the fuck up. Nala came pouncing back. Hey, we need you. We need you. And because he released it, he released the fight. He released the fight, and he ended up winning the fight, didn't he? Because he was in a better state of mind. I'm not saying that y'all going to end up in a fight. I'm saying that because you release the fight within you, that you end up winning against you, and you are at peace with you. What? The unexpected. More peace for Leo. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull an animal card. Shark, trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. I got this for Cancer too. So I will go ahead and pull one more though. What's on the bottom? No, I ain't feeling that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't think I've ever pulled the walrus. Anyways, so we have Puello. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Hawaiian owl. As well, it says your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to the signs and omens from them. And then we have walrus, remain vigilant about the current situation, pay attention to signs and omens, and let them dictate your choices. So there are 2 cards about paying attention to signs. So now I have a song, signs, signs, everywhere, signs. Anyways, I feel like that not just your ancestors, but the universe is really trying to work with you now because you're not bucking the current, because you're not fighting, because you're not trying to figure everything out, and you're not battling a war that you don't have to battle, is what they're saying. I feel like 6s are very important here due to harmonizing 6s and 5s. 1156 or 1165 is what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing beavers. So it's kind of like, pay attention to what you're thinking and what's going on outside of you. Like if you see certain things, or if you see certain things, or if you, why the hell can I not talk? Pardon me. If you see certain things, like let's say you have a download come in, you're like, huh, really? All of a sudden you see a beaver. You see 1165, or 1156, which by the way is 1111, which is 4 broken down. Anyways, just pay attention to the different signs that are going to be available to you. I also feel like, what the hell? Make sure if you're whitening your teeth, you're using the right product. Whoever that's for. If you're whitening your teeth, make sure that you're using the right product, so that's not weakening your teeth. They're saying there's natural remedies that you can use that aren't charcoal. That will be better. Whoever the hell that's for. Let's get a love note from the universe. Thank you. Ooh, we got 2. They chose you. You might not readily believe this. It might even spook you a bit, but there are those who chose this very lifetime in large part knowing you'd be there. Oh, that's what we call a reputation. Hugs the universe. Dwell on what you love. Asking someone to change is like pruning a tree. Neither will ever be the same again. Scarier still is that you can't quite know in what new directions they'll grow. I wouldn't change a leaf on you, the universe. I'll go ahead. Do this real quick. Y'all can read it. And there we go. Thank you so much for tuning in.